Hello everyone, welcome back to some more Hearts of Iron 4. Civil War is around the corner. Question is when it's going to happen. At this point, it's just a waiting game. We're just sitting around and we're waiting for the Civil War to break out. We already have everything in place to create a democracy. Now, we want the Civil War to break out ASAP. The sooner the better. Absolutely. And that may sound a little weird considering we are trying to build new units. And we're trying to produce enough equipment and yada yada yada. But we need this war to happen. In order for us to become a democracy, we need this war to happen. So, again, the sooner the better is really what it comes down to. Awesome. Electronic, mechanical, engineering. Now we're going to get mechanical computing. Again, we want to keep working on getting these research speed buffs. You know, it saves us a day here, a day there, and suddenly we are weeks or even months ahead of our opposition researching things at a much faster pace. And that's doubly important because on veteran difficulty, we have a 10% decrease to our speed, so we're still taking longer than everyone else right now. So we need to go faster than everyone else later on, if we're planning on being anywhere. Okay, democratic opposition forming. The movement appears to grow naturally in the absence of repression. So democracy becomes more of a thing, but that's not going to stop the Civil War from happening, especially as our national unity continues to go down. It's not going to stop it from happening, but it is what it is. I wish that event would have triggered after the Civil War would have started, because then that would have pushed democracy to be a much bigger thing than it is, but we'll see what happens. So we've got our army effort going. After the army effort, the aviation effort is very tempting. It gets us extra air bases. We'll probably go for equipment effort. We could go... Well, we can't go Liberty Ethos until we become a democracy. We cannot do Liberty Ethos until then. Industrial effort is also very tempting to do after the army effort. Really, anything that just makes us better is kind of what we want to look for here. And the army effort is that. I mean, it gives us research bonus on land doctrines. Okay, here's the Civil War. Here we go. After the peaceful election of General Francisco Franco as president of Spain, there was hope that recent years of violent uprisings and political turmoil would be put to an end. Yeah, that's not going to happen. So, battle lines have been drawn. We support the People's Army. Here we are, the Spanish Civil War. All right, public call for elections. Ho-ho. The demonstrations of public dissent, which were once confined to limited areas, are now widespread. While people gather in the streets, the Falange Española find itself at a crossroads. If we continue allowing the propaganda to spread, the referendum suggested both from within the party itself as well as the opposition may show we do not have the support of the public. The unity we have strived for is giving way to a plurality of opinions united against us. So what we can do is we can suppress the defiance, or we can let the people be heard. Now this will hurt our political power. We're going to be basically out of political power for as long as this is going on. But this is going to push democracy into the majority, and this is going to really make things better for us. But we're going to lose a lot of power. We're not going to have any political power for a while here. So Spanish Civil War has erupted. All right. Here we go. So we have our 25 fighters plus 3 spares. We have 1 bomber. But you know what? That's better than none. We have our naval bomber, which we're going to put in Murcia. All of them. All right, naval bomber goes over the Western Mediterranean. Go ahead and show you guys. So nationalist Spain is this orange bit, and then we are Republican Spain. So nationalist Spain controls all of Africa, and it controls the minor outlying islands. All we have as Republican Spain is what you see here. Everything else is nationalist Spain. So we want to bomb this island, but we don't want to destroy anything, because this is all going to be our land by the end. So we don't want to destroy anything. We just want to make sure that we have control. So fighter and bomber over the Iberian region. Air superiority interception with close air support. No strategic bombing, just close air support. And then over the Western Mediterranean, naval strikes. So if they have any sort of navy over here, we want to be able to take them out. Also, make sure that we have normal operations. Don't bother being suicidal. There's nothing to be gained in being suicidal. Okay. We have our fleet. We can search and destroy. And we can only search and destroy right here. But that little bit of an area will help block off, especially the Gibraltar Strait. We will control the Gibraltar Strait in doing this, and that could be important later on. It also stops any potential soldiers they have over here from coming in and joining the fight. So, all y'all, join this army. Make sure we have everybody. 35 looks about right. Indeed it is. Recruit and deploy. No location set. Keep going to Madrid. That's where we want you to pop out. And that's, realistically, we're not going to be getting anyone. But it is something we can consider. So you, delete all orders. This is your front line. And we're not going to worry too much about an offensive line. So we're just going to go ahead and say go for it. This is your front line. What we do want to do, however, we want these divisions to meet up with our other divisions. And this is going to cause some serious turmoil and some pretty serious problems. So this next bit's going to be very much so touch and go. But we'll get there. So if we can push for Sevilla right off the bat, and then also have someone go to Cadiz, and then you maybe go to Cordoba. They have a whole bunch of troops up here. We need... Well, we'll see how everyone pushes out first. So go ahead and automatically sort to the different locations. So push, push, push. Alright, you continue on. We're going to push you to here. Can we get you to go here immediately? So we want to take as much land as we possibly can in the very beginning. Really expand our borders and push hard against these guys. Alright, continue pushing to Valladolid. Valladolid. Okay, so you guys that are attacking... Don't bother. It's not going to do you any good. Where are we at? Alright. Push out. Push out. You're pushing up. Continue pushing up. So we have air superiority. So if we look at these battles here. It's not saying it yet. Do we not? Oh, they might not be ready. I don't know. Whatever. We'll have air superiority and we'll have troop bombings happening, both of which will be very, very useful. So we're both going to there. That's fine. Alright, I need you to distract this army briefly. Don't be suicidal, but you need to distract whomever you can. Move up. Move up. And you need to move up, and you're gonna move to here, then to here. So that's actually gonna save us a little bit of space on the front lines. Okay, so we are restricted to here, Scooch, and Scooch. Are you going? No, go here, please. You need to go down this way. So. Kind of doing the same orders anyways, but it's fine. Okay, there's our army effort. Gets us land doctrine bonus. We can keep pushing for it. And Like, we could do that, or we could do industry, and I think we're gonna go industry here. So, Soviet Union, please send your division. And non-aggression with Soviets, I agree. We have no resources. So we need steel. We'll get it from France. So that'll keep our production going. It'll keep our factories going. Okay, probably going to be a conflict over here. If you can grab this, that would be huge. Take out another one of their cities. You're going down. Okay. Go over there and help if you can. Yeah, you'll be able to get there. Okay. All right, cut these guys in half. So now their country will be cut in half, and that could prove utterly fatal to anyone that is caught down here. That's what we're looking for. Meanwhile, we're trying to push here. We're delaying. Delay tactics are very important. All right, you need to push up. One-on-one. I don't know if you'll win. And it's a tight, close fight thing. Uh-oh. Okay. As soon as you take that, you're going to have to fall back. Yep. That's fine. Okay. You. That's fine. So combat. Go for the flank. You're holding on. You're doing okay. We have Cadiz. Go ahead and pressure. Does it count now? Nope, still not counting the air support. That's okay. We do have air superiority, right? 0.8 versus 0.8. Ah, we both have 25 fighters. Aha. Well, we have 3 bonus fires, so maybe those will come in handy. How are we doing on... Yeah, we don't have anything, so... that is going to be a bit of a problem. And we're not going to be producing any more bombers. But if we can get a hold of some of their factories, that would be a big boon for us. Alright, if you push on this guy, what does it look like? 50-50? But it is looking like a win situation. Alright, you're going to have to sit back, chillax. You guys need to stall as we retreat from Valladolid. Okay, fall back. Whoa there, buddy. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold the phone. Double down on that defense. Push up. Surrounded, surrounded. Defenses are going. They're going hard. How you doing up here? It's still 97. Still waiting for that to change. Can we go ahead and get a push to secure the French border? Could go any direction here. Okay. You just chill. Alright. This would be a nice win if we were to pick that up. A lot of these wins would be, honestly. How are we looking? How are we looking? The Spanish Civil War is a very, very close war. So... It's going to be a lot like this for most of the time, doing individual tactics. They're going for Bilbao. There's nothing we can do to really stop them. I kind of just give up Bilbao from the very beginning. Okay. Back off. 66 is what they're coming in with. You can get a little bit of rest. Go ahead and keep picking up stuff. 95 losing. It's not very good. 49. But if you push all the way in, you'll be good. 64. Not quite, but very close. Push across. That'll make that a more surefire thing. Alright, start moving for the cutoff. If you stop, good. We can cut this division off and just wipe them out entirely. If we can do the same thing over here, that would be huge. If we can the more of their divisions we can destroy at this point, the better. Okay. Uh-oh. Alright. Well, we're pushing for a win here, though, so that's good. You guys are fine to just go ahead and chill. Awesome. We have them surrounded. Go for Cordoba. And I'd like to see us get our other troop back into action here very soon. So if you can pick off Cordoba, that will take out another one of their divisions. Very good. Not to mention, they're going to be running out of supplies while all this is happening. So these divisions that are cut off, not only will they die once we win the battle, they're cut off from supplies, so our win is going to come more quickly. Okay, we have a lot of losses up here in the northern bit. We do have to be careful. We don't need to take any unnecessary losses. So go ahead and take this side of the river. And probably push up to Valladolid. I know I'm slaughtering a lot of these names, but it is what it is. You have to live with it for now. Okay, good. So that's a division that's completely gone. So looking at their losses, they're at 3,000, we're at 1,000. So that is huge. That's exactly what you want to see. Italy took a state, Ethiopia annexed, Soviet Union's finally arrived. Very good. So here's the Soviet Union, though. I hope they go north. I want to see them supporting us up in the north. That's where we need the help. So I would send a division to continue taking space, maybe fight up to Coruna or Oviedo, but we need to secure this border, and just putting a soldier here in Valladolid will tell the AI, like, hey, back off, sort of thing. So I think we're going to go and get the surround, and yes, that's the surround. That will give us the remaining divisions. Put you here because we're not picking that one up in the switchback. So you go there, and then you go wherever you choose. So the south is secure. We just won the south. Now we have to win the north. Nice. Okay, yes. Push for Bourgeois. Very good, very good. Actually, we can attempt this encirclement move. And I'm not sure how this would... Yes, better artillery. Support weapons. Very good. Okay. Still 1936. Do we have land doctrine going? We do not. So because we are the Spanish, we want superior firepower. This uses a lot of artillery. And as the Spanish, we're going to be using a lot of artillery. Just because we don't start with a lot of the other stuff that's good for the other divisions. Like, we don't have mobile warfare, for example. And we don't have a ton of troops. You know, we don't have the same amount of manpower that a lot of the other countries do. So superior firepower throws shells, not men, at the enemy. Our manpower is precious and bullets are cheap. And that means we're going to be using a lot of artillery. A lot of this is benefits to the artillery, and support battalions are very, very necessary with this tactic. So superior firepower is what we're going for. And then we also want to pick up production efficiency cap for basic machine tools, so our factories will be more efficient. So this is a loss. Go ahead and let that go. Alright, now it's just one guy. Nope, it's two guys again. Alright, back off, back off, back off. Alright, we're forcing them to kind of figure out what the heck they want to do. Now, with us pushing through with this cutoff move, they're going to push to Bilbao. That's exactly what we want them to do right now. That is exactly what we want them to do. Okay, the Soviets came to help finish that off. What I want to see is maybe a push to Coruna. And then from there to Oviedo. If we can't get it, we can't get it. But I'd like to see it happen. Where are you going? Why don't you help with these? You don't need to be redesigned. Be reassigned to that side. Thank you. There's no reason for pacifism right now. Everyone needs to be in full frontal attacks in the south. Okay. Yep, see, so they're going to try and push for Bilbao. They need that connection. So where are you going? You're going there? No, no, no. You're being reassigned to this border. Again, this border. Alright. Push for Karuna, Oviedo. Alright. Oh, that's interesting. Why don't you guys stop for a sec? We'll see what happens. Alright, that's actually going to end this episode. So this is the first part of the Spanish Civil War. This might go on for another 2-3 episodes. We'll see. But thank you all for watching. If you liked it, give it a like, subscribe to the channel, share it with friends. The best thing to do for the channel is share the video on Facebook and share it on Twitter. Thank you to Amphit for being a Patreon supporter. Greatly appreciate the support. Patreon link is down below in the description. Again, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time with more Hearts of Iron 4 DFTBA.